What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Exposed TV. The Streets is Talking. And today, the Streets is Talking. We're talking about Umar Johnson and his situation. First, the school gets broken into and they tear it up, right? That's a setback. Then he goes on with this thing with this chick, this 2-year relationship he had with this lady, and she exposed him for who he is. And now, come to find out, he say his bank accounts is frozen, and he's seeing that somebody fraudulently tried to get into his account, and his daughter's out here running crazy. I mean, is it time to say, Umar Johnson, we had enough? I mean, it's been years. There's been millions of dollars donated to him having to build this school, okay? He started out, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago? And the school still ain't built. There's still something wrong with the school. There's no guarantee that anybody even going to register to the school. How come he hasn't done any type of pre-registration to see if anybody even want to go to the school? They say the school is in the most slummiest part of the city. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of things going on. And now this. I mean, what do we do? Do we continue to give and give and give and with no results? When is going to come a time when we say, you know what, hold up, okay? We want to pay for this personally. When I say personally, we want to put the money on whatever needs to be done so we can get this shit over with. Because right now it looks like you bullshitting the public. When I say the public, I'm talking about people like you and me who first wanted to see this thing take off. But now, all these years involved, it's like, why would we continue to give and give and give and give, and we're not seeing no real results? We're just hearing a bunch of excuses, and these excuses don't apply when it comes to looking at our bank accounts, okay? We can't go to the bank account and say, give the money anyway because we're going to take the excuses too. No, there comes a time where we got to put our foot down and say, enough. It's like people get comfortable taking your money and not showing no results. We need results.
This morning, I received a text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple of dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th That's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa.
As you hear, he's saying these dates, this date, that date, Medea. He's talking about his ex because she's apparently as big as Medea. And he's talking about all these conspiracy theorists that are out here trying to sabotage his work and what he's doing. This is the part where we say, hey, hold on, brother. We got to hold you accountable, okay? We need to see some serious paperwork. We need to see that these accounts are closed. We need to have somebody in charge of another overseer in charge of what he's doing, because it seems as though this shit has been out of control and nobody's calling him to the carpet on it. We got a few people that are out there making money off of his name and his downfalls, but I'm talking about really financially being responsible for this whole situation and say, hey, listen, enough is enough. We putting people in charge of this money to make sure that this job is done, and we got certain amount of things that we expect. If not, we're not giving you shit, because enough is enough. And again, your daughter is still saying you ain't doing shit for her. She's saying you could contact her. I don't know how old she is. I don't know if she's 18 or what, because if she is, then she's grown. But if she's under 18, you need to be searching for that girl and finding out what's going on. I just think it's time to press the button on Umar Johnson. And when I say the button, I'm talking about the panic button, and realize that, hey, you know what? It's time to panic when it comes to giving you my money, because I ain't seen no results. It's time to panic when I say, you know, hey, we're trying to help you. Okay, because right now it don't look like this shit is coming to fruition. And every goddamn summer, it's a grand opening. We about to do a grand opening. We about to do this. We about to do that. And everything just seems to be a sideshow, especially when it comes to something that's supposed to be focusing on our children. This is supposed to be all about the kids and elevating them to the next level and getting out of the ADHD shit and working with, you know, proper shit, proper etiquettes. Now, mind you, Umar's a very, very good speaker, but his actions don't represent what he's talking about. And where I'm from, presentation without representation is perpetration. Now, you talking all this shit, but you're not representing this shit. So from my distance, it looked like a lot of bullshit perpetration is going on. Now, y'all get in the comment section and we can have a conversation about this. But I think it's time to push the panic button and say, hey, enough is enough, man. Either you're going to show up and show out, or you're going to just get up out our lives and we ain't sending you nothing. Until next time, this is Exposed. The streets is talking.